Phrases. Hey, silly Billy Gumdrops. I had family in town. I had the family back east. And we were talking about how much people can't stand criticism anymore. And my aunt said, yeah. I told them I'm not going to buttercoat it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I laughed and asked her if she says buttercoat instead of sugarcoat because she's a diabetic. She said she's been saying that forever. I never heard sugarcoat. Side question. Do you ever find yourself playing the kick drum with your left foot while driving? Thanks. Yes, I do. All right, let's back up for a second. I forget if I told you this one. I had a friend of mine. She was talking about her dad, going, oh, yeah, my dad. She goes, she said, we had a temper. She said, swore like a fish. I just started cracking up. I go, I think it swears like a sailor and drinks like a fish. You combine the two. And then she laughed going like, I always fucking do that. There is so many people that do that. You either get them wrong or my favorite is the amalgam. When you the guy swears like a fish. He drinks like a sailor still works. I don't know, but I like that one. I'm not going to buttercoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Frothing at the bit, chomping at the bit, frothing at the mouth. All right, incorrect phrases. Hello, how are ya? Bald head Billy. My buddy and I were having beers and playing pool at a bar, and we overheard this drunk kid with his friend say, "Don't worry, bro, it's water under the fridge." Oh my God. Which can happen, though. You can get water under the fridge. My friend and I immediately looked at ourselves and started pissing ourselves laughing. Water under the fridge, that is fucking epic. Oh, that's amazing. His friend tried telling him he had it wrong, but he insisted, no, man, when you drop an ice cube and it slides under the fridge, you can't get it. So you'll have water under the fridge. You forget about it and move on. Oh my God, that is amazing. From this Canadian, kindly go fuck yourself, please and thank you. Water under the fridge, everybody. That is my latest favorite one. All right. Anyway, I am here in staying downtown in the East Village, and what a great fucking day, man. It really these last couple times I came to New York really made me miss New York, and this is a cool generation of young people. Good-looking generation. God damn it. I'm at that age. I walk down the street, I just look at people just going like, fuck, I wish I was that skinny. I'd kill to have that guy's stomach. I literally do that. Or I'll see somebody do something like, fuck, I wish I could do that with my shoulders. And I am like, I don't know how it happened. I am just an old man now. And I'm sitting here like 30 years older than these people. And they get all of this technology and all of this shit. And I am just sitting there drinking a cup of coffee, reading a newspaper. And I actually get people my age going like, is that a fucking news? Nobody reads the newspaper anymore. And I'm like, how do you not? I actually read the Post one day and I read the Daily News the next day. And the level, like, they were always politicized, but now it's like just fucking unbelievable. And I read this hilarious article that this dude had written about how he came up with this idea for a movie script. And it was a good idea. He wanted to do a movie about Roger, I think it was Roger Bannister, was the first guy to run a sub 4-minute mile. He ran it in the threes. He just barely made it, 3:59 and change. And it was, science said it was impossible. So, of course, that becomes a goal. And there was these three guys trying to be the first ones to do it. And Roger Bannister ended up doing it, right? It's a great idea for a movie. So he goes, I pitched the idea to this writer, and he just goes, Hollywood's not going to make it, right? And he says, well, why not? He goes, because it's about 3 white guys. And he goes, all right, well, what if I make one of them black? And the guy goes, he's still not going to make them. So then he starts to go on and on and on about, how this is all HollyWoke now and all this type of stuff. And I'm reading this article, and I want to be like, buddy, let me get this straight. You had an idea for a movie, you pitched it to one person, and they said no. It's like, that happens with every fucking movie. Okay, I got a movie coming out called Old Dads. I couldn't even tell you how many people we pitched it to and they said no. And they just said no, and they say no, and they say no until somebody says yes, and then you got to find money, and then you find that, and then we made it, and then we didn't have anybody to distribute it, and then we were trying to get it out in theaters, and then we finally made a fucking deal, and then it's finally going to come out, and I'm not allowed to tell you. This was like fucking 4 years of my life. So, and it was just funny listening to a white guy bitching, like acting like they're not making white movies. And it just really made me think, like, I always thought it was funny how, like, when Hollywood at these award shows has the nerve to talk to red states about race relations when you see how far behind Hollywood is. Like, sports integrated like 60 fucking years ago. And I feel like Hollywood is where baseball was in like the 1950s, and they're patting themselves on the back. So then listen, one of my fellow whiteys, my fellow white homeboys fucking getting his panties in a bunch because he pitched a fucking all-white movie to one person, and then he said, no, oh my God, you can't even get the movie made. I just want to be like, dude, this is how it is. This is what it's like to make a fucking movie, and relax. Movies are still 99% fucking white. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Pitch it to somebody else. Keep pitching it. It's a great fucking idea for a movie. I hope it gets made. I'd like to see it. I find that fascinating. I didn't realize that there was 3 people doing it. But don't get involved, That was like, I even know when they started giving specials out to other people. And I would listen to white male comics going, God, I can't even fucking get a special. It's like, yes, you can. There's like fucking 2% competition now, and you're going to fold up the fucking tents. It's good. Competition is good. This is all good. Everybody should, it's not a perfect fucking thing, but don't fucking whine about it. Just keep, everybody, just keep pushing ahead. I hope that guy gets his movie made, but he's not going to get his movie made if he pitches it to one person and they say, yeah, that's not going to happen, and then you fucking quit. I mean, that goes back to everybody. People who had ideas for cars, people who had ideas for business. You asking out some chick who ended up being your wife, she says no like fucking 9 times. You hang in there. I just thought it was such a bad message to send to people that, like, you have an idea and you just try it once, and when people say no, you just become that guy in a bar going, I tried to do it, the guy said no, and now I can't do it. It's like, what the fuck? And then this person who wrote it is very successful, and there's no fucking way he got there and everybody said yes the whole way. So it's just one of those things where it's just one of those articles where it's just like, yeah, this is a great article. Why would you write this? Are you just trying to divide people? Are you just trying to feed like racist white people more ignorance so there can be more fucking hate and more divisive thing? It's just such a, I don't know. It was depressing to read it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope that guy gets the movie made because it seems like a really good idea. But I can tell you this right now. If he's just going to pitch it to one person and they're going to say no and he's going to fold his tent, he's really writing an article on how not to succeed in life. So all you people out there, regardless of what color you are, whatever you want to do, when you run it by the first person and then they say no, you just let it roll off your back. All right? Hey, everybody, it's water under the fridge. Hang in there. You'll get there. All right. And with that, that's the podcast for this week. I know it's a little bit short, but I got to get packed here and I got to get home to the family. The family back west. All right. That's it. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.